Okay, we are live. We are live. We are live. Good evening, amazing fans and followers. Welcome to my live session. Okay, we are live here on Facebook and we are live here on YouTube. So, wherever you're watching me from, you are highly welcome. I celebrate every one of you. All my Facebook fans, I celebrate you. Welcome. So, today we shall be looking at another interesting topic. It's going to be a very um, fun time learning. We're going to be learning about the seasons of wealth. Yes. If you can hear me, please type it on the comment section. Our topic today is the seasons of wealth. A lot of people want to be wealthy, but they want just like ASAP immediately. But I want to come here tonight to remind you that there is a season, there is a time, there are processes, there are systems to wealth. It's not something you stumble on. It's not something that you just wake up overnight and it happens. And that is why a lot of people they are not patient in life. Okay, they are not patient. Patience is part of the process of wealth. If you remove patience from the process, then what you get is you want to get rich immediately overnight, but that's not possible, right? That's not possible. One thing I know about God is that He's a God of process. He performs miracle, yes, He can bridge nature, but on a normal day, everything has a process. Take, for instance, a woman taken in and the child will not come out that day. The child will stay like for 9 months before you'll be able to see this baby. But this baby has been there, right? So it takes time for the baby to form, everything complete until 9 months when the baby is out. Now, when this baby is out, the baby does not automatically start talking and walking. It's only animal that have that ability, right? Though their babies don't talk, but they can walk. But for human, everything should be learnt. The baby will learn how to crawl, how to stand, take one step, take two steps, and then how to run. So everything in life has a process. The same thing with wealth. The same thing with wealth. So I want to start by reminding you about the promises God made in the book of Genesis. I like taking my teachings from the Bible because I'm a Christian. Please, if you're not a Christian, bear with me. So from the book of Genesis, God gave us a divine promise, and that promise was to Noah. Yes, that promise was to Noah. And something happened before that promises came. Noah, having seen the handwork of God, how he delivered them from the flood, him and his family, they did a sacrifice. They sacrificed to God. And that sacrifice touched God that, oh, he felt like, you see, and no, I'm not going to I'm not going to destroy the earth with water again. He even gave them a sign, which is the rainbow, right? And then he now made, on top of that, he now made a promise. And that's the promise we are standing on today in Genesis 8, verse 22. That promise is said that as long as the earth remaineth, seed time and harvest time will never cease. Seed time and harvest time will never cease. Now, the same thing applies to wealth. In wealth, we're talking about seasons of wealth. In wealth, there is a planting time, there is seed time for wealth. Then there is a time to nurture your seed. That's like part two. We'll talk about that one maybe tomorrow, part two. And then there is harvest time. There is harvest time. That's like part three. So today we are discussing the part one, which is the seed time, right? Which is the seed law of wealth. There is planting season, there is preparatory season, and then there is harvest season. You cannot desire the you cannot desire the harvest season if you did not plant anything. It's not possible. How do you want to harvest when you did not plant? So that's why the seed time is the prerequisite step for you to for you to endeavor before you can now say, okay, I am expecting a harvest. So if there is no harvest at all and you just sit down and then fold your hands, there is no magic anywhere. God is a God of process. Okay, God is a God of process. So it requires you to put something in the ground. And there's one thing I noticed overnight. The other day, I removed corn from from the is it husk or what? Okay. So I kept this corn. I didn't do anything with it, and all of a sudden the corn started sprouting out. And when my daughter saw it, she was like, "Ah, mommy, see you. This corn is not even in the soil still." I said, "Yes, that's how God is miraculous. The seed is asking you to please." Yes, I am using two phones, phone and a laptop. The seed is asking me to put it on the ground because this is corn season. You see, this is corn season. So the corn, even inside the rubber, is sprouting out, asking me, please go and put me inside the soil. So there's one thing about seed. Except that seed touches the soil, the magic will not happen. That's how God did it. It's so powerful, it's so marvelous. When you sit down like this and you imagine, like, God, what kind of person are you? Except that seed touches, the seed will just be there, dormant, looking at you. You look at it and you just pass like, ah, what's this? You trample on it. It has this ability to withstand pressure. You can trample on it, do anything, but as soon as it touches a fertile soil, it will sprout and then blossom, give out everything, everything about the seed, everything about the tree. Maybe you see a mango tree, everything is inside that seed. It houses every quality. So it's only asking you, please put me inside the soil. Put me inside the soil. So the same thing with wealth. You have the seed, is inherent in you. If you have been following my previous live sessions on YouTube, even on Facebook before I was blanked off, but now I'm back, thank God. If you have been following those sessions, you understand that we started created with potentials, created with seed, with that there's something inbuilt in you. That's a solution to the world. You are created with value. You didn't just come handed. A lot of people have not discovered this, but thank God I'm here to remind you now that God deposited something in you. That's why He said you are the light of the world and you are the salt of the earth. Without you, the world is blind. They can't see. Everywhere is darkness. Without you, the world is tasteless. So you came with a very important solution to and that is your seed. So now you need to plant the seed. You need to plant this seed. I said it before that you cannot expect a harvest if you do not put this seed into the soil. If you can hear me, please drop it on the comment section. Don't expect a harvest if you did not plant. So that your seed that you have, you need to plant it. You need to plant it. You need to plant it into a system. That system now is your soil. Plant your seed so that it will germinate for the world to now eat your fruit. The world will not eat you. The world will eat your fruit. The world will eat your harvest. The world will eat what you have produced from that seed only if you put it into a system. And that's why I started by saying there is no shortcut to success, only system. So in this analogy now, the system we are looking at is the soil. Okay. So the seed that is never planted will eventually die. If you don't plant that seed, if you don't plant that maybe that gift that you have, if you don't put it inside the system, it will just at a point it will just dry up and it will just die. It's gonna be a wasted seed. Okay. So if I don't plant that seed that I gave an analogy of, at a time it will just die off. It will just dry up. Nothing will happen to it. It will not be used. The same way with income. Most of us have income. That's maybe your salary. That is the seed that you have at the moment. If you don't put it into a system that can multiply that money will definitely be spent in one way or the other. You're going to lose it. Either you use it or you spend it or it's wasted. So as it is in your hand, it is required of you to put it into a system, which is the soil. Okay. Like I said, the seed never planted will eventually die. Same with money that is not invested, it will be spent, used, or lost. Okay. Same thing with knowledge, same thing with opportunity. Every day as we wake up, the Lord loads us with 24 hours of fresh opportunity. It comes left, right, and center. It's about who grabs it and then utilize it and then turn it into something useful for others to benefit. The same way the idea came to you, that's the same way it also came to someone else. So it's about action. If you don't take action, you waste that opportunity. Why someone out there who took action, we utilize that opportunity, and tomorrow the person is wealthy, and you are here complaining that nothing is working for you. Everything is not working for you because you are not seizing opportunity. Okay, because when you see opportunity, you don't see it as anything. You don't take it as a seed. You just see it as common something. Example, you waste time. You waste, like, you attend all manner of courses from one class to the other. You are jumping. In fact, my my colleague said they should give you a certificate in jumpology. I said, which one is jumpology? He said that's what it's called when you are jumping from one WhatsApp group to the other, from one AI training to the other, from one remote job training to the other. You are not utilizing anyone. You're not taking action on anyone. It's just from one jumping. So they should give you certificates in jumpology. Anyway, as funny as it sounds, but there is a lot of sense to that, okay? So you cannot expect a harvest when you did not sow anything. Please, tomorrow now you say, you be in church praying for is it crossover night? You don't want this your new year to be like your last year. It will keep repeating that way because you refuse to take action. You want to tell me that from January to this June now, you have not seen opportunities, or somebody have not told you about a life-changing opportunity. You keep analyzing, you keep thinking about it, you keep, I will get back to you. Let me see, I will try, I will get, keep pushing it, procrastinating, procrastinating. Time is going. June is up. This is 24th. Shey June we entered the other day. This thing is even surprising me. What are those goals you wrote down? What action have you taken? Nothing. So please, if you know you're not doing anything, don't expect any harvest. As simple as ABC. Then now, another thing you should understand about these seasons of wealth is it is what you sow that you will reap. What you sow is what you reap. You cannot sow cassava and then you want to go and reap cucumber. No, it is the same cassava that you're going to reap. Then every harvest begins with a seed. Another thing you should note is this: different crops have different time of their harvest. Like now, we are all in the corn season, right? Corn basically takes 12 weeks and you've gotten your harvest very quick. But if you sow corn and then somebody sow yam, or maybe you sow yam and someone sow corn, and then the person that sowed corn reaps in 12 weeks, which is just basically 3 months. And then you that sow yam, the yam is supposed to germinate by 8 months. You now look at this person and now you're envying the person's harvest that he planted, I planted. Yes, it's true that both of you planted, but at different times and different crops entirely. So don't be judging your own crop by how his or her own crop perform. His own have a short lifespan. So that means he can even plant again. So before the year runs out, he would have reaped that corn like 3 times. But you, it's just maybe once in a year that you reap your yam. So that doesn't mean that you should be comparing. It is different seed, and that seed have its own peculiarity. Okay, so I'm saying this because a lot of people, they invested in an opportunity and they think that that opportunity is supposed to produce like a corn, like in 3 months it should be reaped. Some people say their mindset is 1 month because that's the salary mindset. That salary mindset, oh my God, is very, very bad because it makes you believe that wealth can be created in 30 days. Very barbaric. I was there, sha, right? But thank God I've been delivered, and that's why I'm making this session now so that you too can learn. Once you begin to collect salary every month, if you're not careful, it will program your mindset to believe that wealth can be generated in 30 days. But that is a fallacy. That's a fallacy. Wealth cannot be generated in 30 days. Wealth takes time. It takes time, it takes process, it takes patience. It requires action. But when you now in a salary job, you just relax and after 30 days, you think that that is how it, and that's why any other opportunity that you are shown aside that your salary job, you think that no, it's taking a lot of time. I need it sharp, sharp. Please, that is why I'm even organizing a shift conference coming up in August, right? That shift conference is to help a lot of 9 to 5 workers to shift their mindset from that employee trap to an entrepreneur and then a business owner. It requires a lot of mindset reset, a lot of reprogramming. It's not something that we even do in a day, but at least let me start the process. Let me start step one first. Then from there we can start building because while I was there, the mindset was so caked. The the system was so designed to keep you perpetually on that treadmill if you are not careful. So that's why that shift conference is very, very necessary for every 9 to 5 worker to attend so that you at least you can have a different view from what you already have. So what am I saying? I'm talking about the salary mindset of telling us that wealth is created in 30 days. No, 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 no. Wealth takes time. It takes time. You need a lot to learn. Okay, you went to school, like me, I read engineering. I went to school and I spent close to 5 years plus service and everything just to become an electrical engineering. Now you came out, you want to be wealthy, and then you want to do it in 30 days. Oh, it's an illusion. It's an illusion. You can't do that in 30 days. You need time. So every harvest, first of all, begins with a seed, and then you have to wait for the seed to sprout. You have to prune it, you have to water it, you need to remove weeds because there are definitely some other maybe seeds that want to compete with your own seed, which are not genuine. They want to compete with the nutrients in the ground. So you need to uproot these weeds so that your seed can have enough nutrients to flourish very well. Okay, so it takes process, it takes patience, it takes love, because if you don't love it, you just leave it, the weeds will overshadow it. I've seen a farm, somebody cultivated a farm and then left it fallow like that. The crops eventually came up, but later weeds, thick grasses overshadowed it and then drag nutrients. You see the corn very tiny. That's what some people do. They will pay for courses, pay for programs, attend whatever, but they will not do anything about it. Before you know, a lot of people's opinion, this one will say this one will say A, this one will say B. You'll be gathering those, it will choke that lesson you have learned or that action you want to say you will take. And even that's because you even went and told people that, I want to do this, so should I go ahead? See, there was one lady I listened to. So sorry I couldn't get her name, but she's a network marketer. She was sharing her story, how she excelled. And it's actually in Nigeria that she came. She's an Indian lady. Yes. She came to Nigeria and she was like, when she came, people were a lot of people were saying so many things about network marketing, but the only thing that saved her is that she did not even know. She did not even know that people reject those that are coming to talk about network marketing. She was like, her success came from her ignorance. And when I listened to that story, I was like, what kind of story is that? And it's true. They were saying a lot of things, but she did not hear. It was later when she has succeeded, they are not telling her that, how did you succeed? That don't you know that network marketing, nobody joins it. Is it that bring to who it bring to? Say she did not know. But now, say that day she came, she kept registering people from morning till 12. Her hands were paining her. Massive registration. The only thing that made her to have the registration was that she never knew that they reject network marketing over here. You see, there's also a popular story about a frog that if any of the frog want to climb a particular ladder to bring that goodies, they will stone him and say, because they used to pour them water, that once they try to climb, the owner will pour them water. So severally they have tried, they have poured them water. So nobody dares to try again. If you try to go up, others will drag you down because the water they will pour everybody. So what they say to this particular frog, they just added that frog to that cubicle or whatever. And then this particular frog did not know that when you climb, that they will pour you water. He just stood up immediately, pa, 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 climbed and brought that goodies. And they were like, how did you do that? That they used to pour us water. I said, but I just brought it down now. So you see, because he did not know, because he did not know, that was why he succeeded. So that is also what happens to us. Now, when you have a potential or you have a seed and you did not plant it, it will not produce anything. It will not produce anything. Unused potentials produce nothing. It's just like you have time, you waste it. You didn't use it to read, you don't use it to do anything, you didn't go for a business call, you didn't talk to anybody. How on earth do you want to have returns? How on earth do you want to have a harvest? How do you want to have a sale? You have the whole day, you didn't do anything. You didn't say, okay, let me read. No way. Attend the events. No way. Attend your company's training. No way. Okay, organize training. No way. Or you show up life and train somebody. Just say something to people. No way. You just wasted the whole day. And tomorrow you complain that you don't have harvest when others are having harvest. It's you that wasted the whole thing. Your knowledge, your time, your energy, your opportunity, your vibes, everything just went like that. In fact, these are what we call myths of life. MEAT. Your money, your energy, your attention, your time. These are the seeds that you can sow. Even if you don't have money, you have energy. Carry your two left legs and go to a networking event. From there, you can connect with a destiny helper. and then a business idea can just spark from there. You may not have the money, he or she might have the money, but you have the idea, and then two of you can collaborate, share equity, and boom, an idea is developed, product is created to solve the problem of the masses. You have created a name for yourself. Okay, so like I said earlier, I said patience is part of the prosperity season. Patience, you need patience. These days, everybody is impatient, especially our youth. Our youth did not know what, in fact, they don't even know our history. I don't think they want to know. I don't think they want to know. They don't. Nobody wants to care about the history again. They want to say that your time has passed. This is our time. So they want everything to be done at the snap of a finger. Internet time, because I don't blame them. Is what the social media is portraying. People don't. It's that as something is happening real time, online real time. They are catching the vibes right away. No time to check time. Everything is happening now. In fact, the current news now is already on the internet. Everybody knows. If anything is happening, people are videoing and they are streaming live online real time. So that has really caused more harm than good. It has really brought like something that would have taken you time to understand. You have brought it just down at the moment. So it puts us under constant pressure, trying to compare our life with other people. Meanwhile, they didn't start at a particular time. I think I said this before now. There's one of our leader, our top leader in our network marketing company. She was anchoring a session and she spilled a big truth, but people did not get it, right? She told them that before she started network marketing, that she was already in her job. She was working on a job. She was earning salary. So because she was earning salary, at least her basic needs were being met. That is why she was patient with her company for like she said 2 to 3 years before she even started making 5,000 naira. She said it. I was like, Eureka. I wish people listening to you, they think about 1,000 people were on that streaming. I said, I wish people listening to you can pay attention to what you just said, that you already have a salary paying your bills. So that is why you are patient to work with your company, even why you have not started earning, to learn the process. In fact, she said, yes, that was her first company then. She learned the process. For 2 years, she was not even earning 5,000 naira. But what kept her going was that she have seen others who have won cars, who have gone on a trip to China, who their children got scholarships. So that made her to believe that if she stay put and learn, that eventually it will be her turn. And definitely it was. I say, I love that leader for being very honest. Others will come and tell you, I just joined today and in 3 months I've won my car. Is a lie. It's a fat lie. Why are you deceiving people? And you want to believe that it's not funny. If you are joining network marketing for the very in fact the first 1 year, you go hear when, and that's your learning period. That is the time you sowed your seed. So you have to now be learning, be like turning your head up and down, bruising up and down until you get it right. Except maybe you have done it before and then you have sown there, you have learned, you have gone through the rejection stages, you have met a lot of obstacles and you have surmounted them. Now, when you now come into this company, you don't need to go through that phase again. You just start from there and then you start flourishing. That is only when you can tell me, okay, in 1 year you hit this. But please tell us your original story. Don't always skip that part. And then that gets a lot of people deceived, make you feel like, oh, your life is worst, oh, it's not working for you. And that's why people quit so quick. I don't know why they do that. I think, and they already know that people that are coming to join them are having, and mostly 9 to 5 workers who are looking for alternative. And you see them every day online. Quit your job, come and join them. Ever tell you quit your job? Oh, I will not say that. You see that your salary job, hold it first. But while you are holding it as a way of cushioning the effect of your bills, then be putting hands on this other side and be learning the process, because it's going to take time. It's like farming. So please, patience is very, very important. Patience, and then learn the process. So every seed, I said it before now, every seed takes time depending on the seed. If it's a corn, 3 months. If it's tuberous plant like yam, cassava, and all that, but it takes like 8 months. So don't compare your 3 months to someone's 8 months. Stay on your lane. If you can hear me, please drop it on the comment section. Stay on your lane. Maintain your lane. When your time reach, your harvest time reach, the Bible said he will rotate and rotate until when it gets to your turn, even nobody will tell you that it's not your turn because it has rotated to your turn. So stay on your lane. It will definitely come. Like me now, I am on my lane. In fact, I am on my planting season. I just resigned from my job. That was 3 years ago. I'm telling myself I'm going to be putting 10 years to learn how to grow wealth. It's not going to come easy. It has not been easy. It has been a lot of learning, a lot of mentorship, a lot of books, a lot of studying, and then me trying to show up online to share with us. That's the process. So the time is coming when I'll be my repeat, at least can look back to this video and say, yes, I saw her when she was starting. I saw her when she was, undergoing the process. So it's not by magic, it's not by accident. Go and check all these people that we admire today. Go and check every of them. When they tell you their story, you're like, oh, my own even better. You will say, oh, my own even better. So that means you're not doing bad. My coach told me today, you're not doing bad, you're on the right track, right? Because I was like, today I'm kind of moody and all that. I say it's part of life. Some days you don't even feel like it. So like today, I didn't feel like showing up, honestly speaking. So if you're admiring me that Vivian is showing up, some days I don't even feel like showing up. Some days I don't feel like smiling, but I just have to do it. I just have to make myself happy in the Lord and then show up regardless. That is what it requires: consistency, dedication, and then looking at the harvest ahead of you. Okay. So your future depends on what you are planting today. Please, this should be your take home. Your future depends on what you're planting today. If you don't plant today, don't expect any future. And let me let you know, if you are not planting, you are still planting. Because if you are not planting the good seed, you are planting the bad seed. You're planting laziness. You're planting procrastination. Yes, these are the bad seed, right? You are planting, I go do am today, I go do am tomorrow. You are planting, leave it, abeg, I don't have strength. You didn't want to plant sacrifice, diligence, hard work, learning. You don't want to plant those type of seed. Indirectly, you are planting the seed of slothfulness, the seed of procrastination, the seed of regret. That one is very, very painful. When you read that one, Jesus, that one is so painful. In fact, it's more painful than the seed of discipline. It's very painful. It's better you bear that pain of discipline, that pain of doing it, regardless of how you feel. It is far better than the seed of regret when you be reaping the harvest. And you know what harvest means? It will press the seed, shake it, good measure, and then whatever you plant, you don't get. If you plant one maize corn, you will not get one maize corn. You will get like bunches and all that. So that is how also the seed of regret. When you chew it here, all your teeth will want to fall off. So it's better you you take the pain of discipline, take the pain of putting whatever you have learned to work. Just take the pain. I know it's not funny. I won't say it's funny, but please encourage yourself. Nobody will come and encourage you. Encourage yourself in the Lord and pick up your burden and then keep moving, because your future, my future, our future depends on what we sow today. Whatever you're going through right now is as a result of what you have sown previous years. Nothing different on earth. It's about cause and effect. It's about cause and effect. And these things are done by our daily habits. They are not far-fetched. What's this? Mike Modoc in his book. I think that book is what's the name of that book again? I think I know. Jesus. I have two of his book, Leadership Secret of Jesus, and then The Richest Man on Earth. That was talking about Solomon, and then he's talking about Jesus Christ. So in his book, he said the secret of a man's life is buried in his daily routine. The secret of a man's life is buried in his daily routine. So that means whatever you are experiencing now, this is today is the harvest of what you planted many, many days, many years, many weeks backwards. Okay, so carelessly or consciously or unconsciously, you think they don't matter, but they really do. These are what you are reaping now. The state of your finance, your relationship, your everything, your work ethics, your discipline, they are all a sum total of your decisions yesterday, last week, last month, last year, 5 years ago, and all that. Okay. Like today now, I took this decision. I'm going to be going live. I took that decision. That was on the 1st of June. Yes, I said I was going live every day for this month. That was 1st of June. I took that decision, and today this is 23rd. We are still striving. We are going right. So anything you are doing now, take good decisions, change your habits, be conscious about them, be deliberate, and then it will not happen immediately because you just sow the seed today. So over time, water it, protect the seed, because sometimes almost some insects will go and dig up the seed. So you have to protect your seed so that you can expect a harvest, right? So your future depends on what you plant today. Wealth is not created by mere possessing resources. You don't just create wealth because you have resources in your hand, no, but by putting them to work. It's just like money, your salary, or the profit you got from your business. You don't create wealth by just income coming in. I think I said that was 2 days ago in my live session. You create wealth by putting it into a system, reinvesting it rather. That money has the ability to produce itself. That seed have the ability to produce itself. So that's your salary. Before you use it and chop or pay bills, make sure you put it in a system that reproduces itself. And one of those systems is network marketing. That's really the one I use for 9 to 5, because it's like a school. You can't just go and invest in something you don't know about, something you did not read or study about. You're going to make a fatal mistake. So you need to put it in a system that, if possible, you'll be learning alongside, which is network marketing. Then you also have systems where, if you have the risk appetite, right? Maybe real estate, stock, bond, shares, and all that. But if you don't know anything about those investments, Omo, let me warn you, let me help you. Please put in the one that at least you can learn alongside, which is network marketing. I didn't tell you that any other those ones are bad. They are not bad, but it requires learning. Anything that you don't know about, you didn't study about it, please don't put your hands. It happened to me, right? When I was working, they said it's a forex trading, that they will trade for me. Since I don't know how to trade, I'm going to trade for me and pay me 20% ROI and collect it because they're the ones trading. I just agreed, because I said, it's too difficult. But I tried to learn anyway. I tried to learn forest trading. I said, it was too difficult. I cannot read the chart. I cannot do this one and this one. I said, okay, let them trade for me. I abdicated the training or the learning to them instead of me doing it. I cried. Oh. I cried like okwa. So I'm saying it out of sense. Until you have learned the business, learned everything, knows how it down everything before you can now say, okay, I'm investing this. But father, you have not learned about investment, you have not studied, you don't know interest rate, you don't know compound effect, you don't know whatever. Please put your money or your investment in something that you are well knowledgeable in. Please go for the knowledge first. That's my advice. So I'm saying that, on a closing note, I'm saying that a seed only fulfills its purpose when it is planted. No matter how you try to paint it, except that seed hits the ground, nothing good comes out of it, right? So it only fulfills its purpose when it's planted. So wealth grows through consistent sowing and not wishful thinking. What do I mean by consistent sowing? You don't just sow today and then you say, oh, I have sown, and then you forget about it. Okay, why? When that one, when there's a harvest and you reap it, will you just go and sit down? No, you have to sow again. Daily, you have to sow. You have to keep sowing, keep sowing, keep sowing, keep sowing, so that the harvest will always be there. So that when you are not even around, your children can reap the harvest tomorrow. That's what we call legacy. You don't just live life on, oh, it's only me, myself, and I. No, you have to impact lives. You have to leave a name behind. Something needs to outlive you. And that's what we call succession. So the essence of also planting is that you want to leave something behind for the next generation. Okay. And the best investment so far is in people, because it is people that will help that your succession to take place. It is people that will now manage that your farm. You cannot tell the people managing the farm, please, oh, I want to travel. Oh, please take care of this my farm. When the time of harvest comes, cut all the grains, go and sell it at the market, then reinvest the money or put it in the bank, just like the parable of the stewards, right? Yes, the man wants to travel. He committed these resources into the hands of the servants. That's legacy, trying to know according to their abilities. So you too, don't just say, okay, I've planted, then you wait for the harvest. After the harvest, because definitely that harvest also have a storage inside that you're supposed to now plant again. So you have to keep planting. What do I mean by keep planting? You have to keep investing in yourself. You have to keep looking for opportunity. Any opportunity that's come, please ride on it. Don't say, oh, I've taken the opportunity yesterday, so that's for yesterday. No, ride on it and keep working on yourself, working on your investment, create wealth, put it in the hands of people, invest it in system, keep going until the day earth says, life said, okay, you have lived a fruitful life, come and rest. So until then, okay, until then, please note, we are in the seasons of life, seed time and harvest time. So this is where we're going to stop. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about the in between. When you have planted, how do you water? How do you nourish it? How do you prune it? How do you add fertilizer or manure or whatever, so that you can guarantee yourself a good or a bountiful harvest. So till I come your way again, my name is Coach Vivian Ikechi. I'm the CEO of 9 to 5 Solution Hubs. And what do I do at 95 Solution Hubs? I help working professionals to create an extra source of income, leveraging systems. The systems I use is basically network marketing. So we'll be organizing a shift conference come August 22nd and 23rd, especially for those in the 9 to 5. We want to teach them three basic things. One of those things is how they can use the seeds that they have, that job, that experience. These are their seeds, their story. Okay, those are their seeds, their skills, their expertise, how they can use it, plant it into a system that can produce 17 income streams for them. I am guaranteeing them 17 income streams with the system I'm going to show them. So that's basically what we're going to be teaching them at that shift conference come August 22nd and 23rd. So if you know any 95 focus or you're one, please tag them on this video so that they can book the date with me, and then we're going to be having that class. Another thing I'm going to be teaching them is how they can create unlimited wealth to finance their dream. Yes, I want to show them how they can generate money every time of the year. In fact, what income, our ATM needs to be up and running every day. So you too, you have the ability, to generate wealth on ending. Come to think of it, your bills comes every day. Even as you're waking up, you're already paying bills. You buy water, you buy soap to bathe, you buy toothpaste, you buy soap to bathe, you buy toothpaste for, because either they are the one you are using or the one you are going to use the next day. So you are supposed to be producing money every day, supposed to be generating money every day. So that is why I want to help you, or the 95 workers, to teach them how they can be generating money every day, not just only once in a month. Yes, your bills are coming every day, so you deserve to earn every day. So this is one of the things I'll be teaching them in that class. It's going to be a physical event, please. So if you know anyone in Port Harcourt, Nigeria, please tag them on this session so that they can know about it. Okay. For staying tuned. Thank you for watching till now. If you are on YouTube channel, consider subscribing so that whenever we post videos like this, or you'll be notified, right? Then if you're watching me from Facebook, thank you so much, Coach IK. I appreciate Coach Ikechukwu Franklin. God bless you. And for you watching the replay, I celebrate you. God bless you. So see you tomorrow, same time, 9 p.m. God bless you. Bye.